what are some of the techniques you can use to promote yourself for your touring or during your gigs?
I think it's really cheesy when bands say, like, oh, you could buy our CD at the door. You know, it always comes across as a bit desperate, you know? Like asking somebody for their phone number when you know they're not that keen. But you can still have those CDs there, and people will buy them. You just don't need to, hawk them. But I think something a lot of bands don't realise is, having a little bit of merch there always means you're going to be making a bit of money that you didn't really count on. As long as it's stuff that people, even if you think I would want that, then then you should have that stuff, whether it's T-shirts or CDs or maybe like just a single or something like that. And you can say, I guess you can say, if you like this, you should come see us at our next gig. I don't know, but I know a lot of Auckland bands. What they do is the week before the gig, they just email radio stations and say, hey, we'd like to come in on the day of the gig. Do you have a slot? We'll come in for 10 minutes and just talk about the band and mention that we've got a gig on. And that can be a good way to just get those last minute people who are like, oh yeah, what am I going to do tonight? Turn up to your gig.
Yeah, BFM's a really good station for that. They're always really keen to get musicians on, interview people, so I recommend doing that. But
I don't know, I've never seen, I was thinking something else. I've always wanted to see a band with their own banner, but
Oh, I've got some friends who have banners and it looks really good.
Yeah, maybe invest in a banner.
Or 2 banners, one on each side of the stage with like lights behind it to light up the banners. Looks good, and it makes the band look that much more professional. I mean, it's a bit of an investment, unless you've got like friends who can print a banner for free.
Promo during gigs, we've got banners, we've got merchandise at the door, CDs. What else, Dave?
I think the best way, I'm not in a band so I can't really say, but what I'd say to anyone who'd ask me that, I'd say first and foremost, make your live show amazing, and people walk away and by word of mouth they'll start promoting you for you. It's like that band, I saw that band, Cabbage last night, and they were insane.
I've heard worse band names than Eclles.
That's just all I could think of.
I quite like it.
Whatever. But so that your show is amazing, and that people walk away and they're like, wow, they were amazing. They're playing at the Bollocks on Dog's Bollocks on Thursday night. I'm going again because that was incredible, and I'm going to bring 2 friends. So I think the best way to promote yourself, or I mean not the best, so my idea is better, but is just really work on your live show and try to get, like you said, every time you play you're doing your very best, and you'll have some shockers, but that's okay.
Yeah, I guess there's also the question of image. Like lots of bands don't want to have an image because it's cheesy and it's corny, and everyone will think we're big phonies because we're wearing skivvies or whatever, and we're all in a uniform. But on the other hand, if a band thinks about how it presents itself, a certain amount, you are impressed by it. Like the first time I saw the Mint Chicks play, they were loud and they didn't really play well together, but they were amazing on live because there's something energetic about them. And Ruben and Cody looked like they wanted to kill each other, and Cody cut himself with a bottle, and I don't advise you doing that, but I didn't know anything about this band, and straight away I was impressed, and so I'm not saying don't cut yourself, but think about presenting an image. Just you don't want it to be a cheesy image. That's all.
Just make something memorable.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for a band to go and watch that are incredible live, there's a band called Kyra Knife Fight. There's only 2 of them. It's Aaron, who used to be in a band called Weta, and Nick Gaffney, who used to be in Golden Horse. So you think, oh, Golden Horse, but it's like this kind of progressive, insane rock music, and at the end, basically he drums and he plays the bass at the same time, and he loops and he sings, and then Aaron plays guitar, and one of the biggest sounds I've ever heard coming out of 2 guys. But by the end of the show, he's kicking his kick drum over. Not suggesting you do that because it gets expensive. Throwing guitars around the stage, but it's like the music completely takes over. So if you want to go, okay, what's a good live show in New Zealand that I can see for $10? Kyra Knife Fight is a really good.
Actually, I just thought of a band that changed my mind when I saw them, which was Liam Finn. like I totally had that Golden Horse kind of feeling. I thought, oh, he's going to be dry and it's going to be singer-songwriter, middle of the road, have a cry. And then he got up on stage and it was ballistic. And he was just so energetic and so into it that I bought it and went to his other shows because I was just immediately impressed by this thing. And I was totally prepared to hate it.
Other comments, else?
When I was young, I used to go to pretty much every Rabble show there was. And the guitarist used to have a small trampoline on stage. And he'd kind of jump on the trampoline, up on the wall, jump back on the trampoline, and run around the stage. And it was so entertaining. If you didn't really like the music, you'd still have a laugh watching Rowan kind of break his head open. But yeah, just having a trampoline on stage, kind of people are like, wait, what? What is he doing? I'm going to remember that band.
So promoting yourself, what we're saying is the best promotion is good music, great live show, and you got to think outside the square and present something different that's really going to stay with the audience.